Hey guys, welcome back to Clear the Air podcast with Jordy and Hobie.
Cause we gonna clear the air, sit down with Hobie and Jordy.
How's your week going, bro?
It was good. Do a lot of the same stuff. I ain't gonna,
Plumbing.
a lot of plumbing, a lot of shit,
Yeah.
a lot of piss.
lot of stuff.
No,
Yeah.
it ain't so bad. I think a lot of people look at plumbing as that's all you do, but it's actually a good profession.
Oh, it's a hell of a trade.
It
in my
is,
opinion.
and honestly, that's one thing that I would like to touch on early on is the trade school. Going into trade school is I didn't necessarily take that route. Honestly, when I graduated school, I didn't know what I was doing. Did you know what you were doing?
No clue. I went to college and played baseball for a while and then woke up and left.
I went to college, had every ambition of becoming a Division I athlete, but I'm never going to shut down a kid's dream. But I will say that whenever I quit and came back home, I didn't know where to go, where to start. I went to Walmart and was a cart pusher. Life takes a complete 360 when you don't know
100%.
have a plan. I'm not saying everybody needs to have a plan.
I mean, and if I wasn't farming, I would be a plumber. I think that I enjoyed plumbing when I used to do maintenance. So like that was my favorite trade.
I don't want to get off subject, but the first thing that we really wanted to talk about, we're going to talk about a lot of serious stuff, nothing crazy serious, but we're also going to spend some time joking around, talking about subjects that's been on our mind randomly, because as my wife would say, that I have autism 1, and
I'm supposed to get my wife tells me I'm supposed to get a phlebotomy, whatever the hell that is.
phlebotomy.
They stick something in your eye or something. I don't even
I
know
thought
what it is.
phlebotomy was where they take blood from.
Yeah, that might be what it is,
Yeah,
but no, like
I
she
don't-
tells me. Yeah, she just tells me I'm an idiot all the time. It's fine.
We actually get verbally abused by our wives
All the time.
all the time.
But it's all good.
Let's talk about. So, supposedly, the AD up here has resigned.
That's what we're hearing.
That's what we're hearing. We got it from a good source. That's one thing I don't understand is when we talked about last episode, why did he go and destroy everything that has been built over these last 2 or 3 years?
That's literally what he did. And then
What-
he's like, I'm out.
What did he gain?
Isn't he going to be like assistant principal or something?
Supposedly,
That's a
the way
rumor.
it's supposed to work out is Austin Maples, who is, I'm pretty sure it might be the vice principal, is good buddies with the AD. It was Dustin Luker.
He's
He
really smart. Seems like a really smart guy.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I would probably hire him again.
I would literally never hire him up for anything.
No. And the next guy that supposedly, my guess, would probably go into that athletic director role is going to be Dustin High.
I like that hire. I do.
I like Dustin High.
Dustin High.
He's always been a very good guy. I played a lot of church softball with him.
He coached me when I was like a freshman.
Yeah.
Super
He's
nice dude.
Very respectable. His dad's a Hall of Fame coach. He knows the game, and to me, like Hobie said, it's a very good hire. Somebody that knows how to play the game, that knows how to coach the game.
100%. And that's never not picked up a ball before.
No. And then, they talked about, which me and Hobie talked earlier in the week, the new superintendent, Dr. Harris. Besides what we talked about, the person that was supposed to get the interview and didn't,
Yes.
this is the next best hire.
In my opinion. But
my
the person that didn't get the interview, to me, would have been the best hire.
It would have.
Because, I mean, they've supported this program
Yes.
for I don't even know how many years
Yeah.
at this point.
Dr. Harris, she was my 3rd grade teacher.
I don't
And-
think I had her.
No, well, she was a teacher at Mount Sterling Elementary.
Her picture looks like she's super nice.
She's super nice. She's down to earth, and I think that she'd be good for the position. I just hope that moving forward with our athletics department, we hire somebody and we make the best decision possible to get the best athletic director in that position.
Yeah, and right now I was actually looking, our Montgomery County baseball team, they're like 23-6, dude. They're 24th in the state. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
It
5-0
is.
in the district.
It is. But that's exciting because they seem like I think they've got a young core.
Yeah, there was like a 7th grader that threw a no-hitter or
Yes.
something.
Yes, that kid, he's going to be, I mean, he's already taller than me and you.
He's probably going to throw like 90 plus.
Yeah. But I really like the direction with football and baseball, the way that it's going. Now, the basketball, that's a different subject, but I'm not going to beat a dead horse. But.
Yeah, we talked about it, but I heard a rumor that Rondo's son may be coming to Clark County, possibly.
I've heard that from multiple people that supposedly he is wanting to make the move to Clark County. Rondo's son is supposedly wanting to move to Clark.
And I think he dominated the state tournament last year as an 8th grader. Yeah, he's like, was averaging like 20 and like 8 up there at Rupp.
Yes, and I don't know where we draw the line for this situation. Like I really don't.
They just get away with whatever they want, like we talked about.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want.
Well, I think it's its own machine. It's took its own identity out and I know you don't see eye to eye with Cook, but the thing is everybody, like we talked about before, everybody's doing it, but that kid lives in Oldham.
I feel like that's like 2 hours away from here. I don't even know where that's at.
I don't know specifically, but to me, it's like, how does stuff like that not get checked out?
You think he'd played at Louisville school since Rondo's from Louisville?
Yes,
like Male or something, but he plays at Oldham.
But that's a big rumor that's going around. Supposedly, the new coach here has already bought a house and has already moved up. His first workout is tomorrow.
First practice.
Yes, first practice is tomorrow. And I wish him the best of luck.
I do too.
He's got a shitty start.
A very uphill battle.
Yes.
A very uphill battle.
So, and that's the thing about me and Hobie. I don't wish bad. We don't wish bad on nobody.
Lord, no.
But I still, until he's got to prove himself.
Yeah.
And
I think it's going to be hard to do that with the Army 15 minutes down the road.
Well, I had a lot of thoughts. I've kind of sat and thought for the last week about, I wish the best for the coach, but like, how does the players feel? Because because they followed Mays, obviously. How do the players feel coming to a coach that inherits them? And not saying he could be a great coach, but from what I've heard, nobody really gets along with it.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't got that inside yet. I don't know the coach. But to me, you're learning a whole new offense, all of that. All the roles are changing. You've lost some guys. I just think if I was playing there and I was their best player, I'd be leaving in like 3 seconds. You wouldn't even ask me.
No, I agree. These kids that make the move, and just like Clark does, just like we do, they make a move for a better opportunity. And we were right on the cusp. I mean, not this year, but not last year. We're in the Final Four, and then we're back bottom tier. Yeah. Honestly, like
because we lost our coach.
We lost our coach, but like we talked about Bourbon and Paris, are we going to be in the same tier as them?
I think we'll be a little better, but I think with the powerhouse we got with Clark County, I think it's just going to be not even a competition in the 40th district or the 10th region.
If they get the team that we're expecting them to have, they're probably going to go back to back.
I would say they will.
Oh, for sure.
If they get Rondo's son, it's game over.
I mean, you got Rondo's son, the one kid from Corbin.
The shooter.
I found out he just got it, so they're going to have at least 4 Division I players on the team.
And then the kid from here, the 6'8" kid. So yeah, I was gonna kind of getting off topic here, but man, I've been on Facebook a lot lately, and I keep seeing these posts about the political stuff, the running the state and representatives or whatever. And there's a person, I'm not going to name drop, but there's a person on there literally talks about this Shannon Dennison guy every day. I'm not even friends with the dude, and it pops up on my Facebook. Like, I don't know Shannon Dennison, really. I just know his rent's outrageous. When I did real estate back in the day, I might have worked a deal or two with him. But to me, I don't even know why we're talking about this. Like, David Charles, in my opinion, is going to win this by a landslide.
he's for sure got the accolades as far as, I mean, he's been a police officer for what? Almost, I'm sure, 30 plus years.
Then was a sheriff. He actually arrested my dad one time.
I'm sure
On the
dad,
bypass.
I'm sure your dad's got arrested. Your dad hit a lot of mailboxes.
Oh, shit ton of mailboxes, bro.
I remember waking up all the time, and you get the police or the sheriff's department, knocking at your door.
Bro, I'd be at the corner store, bro, and like the sheriffs would be in there eating at lunch and be like, hey man, like you might want to talk to your dad about hitting the mailbox. It's like they all know he's driving home just hammered. I'm like, y'all don't pull him over ever?
And somehow Hobart always made it home.
He did.
That's what I loved about your dad is he could be hammered drunk. And I'd be sitting there we'd be playing video games all night, and he would make sure that we were taken care of. He'd be like, Jordy, you want a bologna sandwich?
Every night. I'll tell you a funny story, though. One time, we lived over on Fog Pike, man, and we were coming in. Well, I wasn't coming in. I was actually in my room playing Xbox. I was 18 years old, 17, somewhere around there. I hear a big bang, boom, dude, like a huge boom. And Dad pulls up in his truck, and I look down the road. This man hit a car head on that was just parked, bro. And I come outside. He's like, Hobie, you got to get my truck in the backyard. I was like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, I hit this car down the road, son. And then we got
was that when he pushed it behind the fence?
Yeah, we pushed it behind the fence.
I do remember.
And then, like, he did the right thing the next morning, like he went and told the dude, hey, I hit your car, and they charged the insurance or whatever. Mm-hmm. But he didn't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail either.
I would love to see what your dad's deductible was.
At one point, I'm sure it was crazy.
No, he was rest in peace, but he was a good man. I always thought the world of Hobart.
Yeah, dude, he was an awesome dude. But I just wanted to throw the political thing. I'm not a political dude. I don't understand why we're on Facebook every day bashing this dude. No, and like I said, I don't have any ties with any of them, but I just feel like there's really no reason to even talk about the debate because David Charles is going to win. Like I don't even think he needs to put up signs. I think he wins by I don't even know how many votes. A lot.
Well, a lot of things. This ain't even really political. I feel like it's facts. Which I don't dig to. I don't have a lot of information, but from what I see is Shannon Denniston, he has a lot of rentals. Probably, I'd say upwards of 100, 200, maybe more.
I was rooting for the Aaron Williams guy, too. I mean, I like Aaron, you know.
He's a walking miracle.
Definitely a walking miracle. His story is crazy, man.
But it takes a lot of, I'd say a lot of balls to do what he's doing because he's got two heavy hitters that he's going against.
Definitely.
And for the future, Aaron's younger than us.
Yeah. I don't know how old he is. Like I think he's
probably, he's probably 26, 28, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say about Shannon Denniston is a lot of people look at this guy he's just doing it where he owns so many properties. He wants to abolish property tax.
Yeah.
Which honestly, like I agree with, but who is winning at the end of the day? It's him.
Yeah, it's always, dude. I used to have him on Facebook. It's all about him.
Yeah, that's his plan.
That's just how he is.
Me being a plumber, I worked locally a lot. For the first couple of years, I was a plumber, and we would go to his rentals, and you'd hear people complain about he doesn't fix this, he doesn't do that. How can somebody have affordable housing? They're still not going to be, because he was talking about saving $100. He might save $100 per renter.
Well, that's the thing, dude. He's charging like 1-bedroom apartments for like $1,700 in Mount Sterling.
That's more than my house.
That's like a 1-bedroom. It's probably like 700 square feet.
And don't get me wrong, like majority of his stuff is nice, but it's not $1,700.
This isn't Lexington.
Oh yeah, it's not. Which I don't know. Which we are short on housing here in Montgomery County because the way I feel, I work in Lexington. And Lexington is getting shorter and shorter on places to live. So
it's just growing like crazy.
Well, a lot of people move to Winchester. And so Winchester's about the same size as us. And so what they're going to do is start migrating towards Montgomery County. But I don't want to get off subject, but I really like Dave Charles.
Yeah, I do. I think he's the right fit.
I think he's the right fit. I don't really get into politics. Hobie, he don't really get into politics. But see, in my personal opinion, I think Democrat and Republican are absolutely ridiculous. It's just a way for us in this world for us to fight one another and create
and have opinions. Yeah, and divide it.
To me, it needs to be the best guy. They run for it, and we vote for who the best person is, no matter Democrat, Republican, What's the other one?
Like independent.
Independent. Yeah,
They never win.
No, they never win. I don't know why they even do it.
I would be like, I'm running independent, and then I quit the first day.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time it's somebody that I don't even know. Like when you go to do your ballot, it's somebody that might have 13 votes out of 30,000, and you're just like, why would you even waste your time doing that?
I was going to tell you, man, I was on the farm the other day, and we've been working a lot of cattle and stuff. We had this cow, its eye was like popped out, like out of socket. And I'm just sitting there, and I work with another gentleman, and he's been farming for probably since he was like 14 years old. Very experienced farmer, been doing it his whole life. And this man, like, we get the cow in the chute or whatever, and this man just he said, I need a knife. I said, what do you mean? He said, I need a knife. I was like, all right, well, we found a knife. He just cuts his eye open, dude, and it just starts draining, man. I mean, it was nuts to see.
So he cut the eye out?
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean,
Did the cow even react?
Dude, it didn't even, like, do anything. It just acted like it didn't even hurt it, you know? But, I mean, he said he's seen it done before from his dad, and that's been years and years ago. And he had to do it. He's just trying to help the cow because it's blind in that eye.
Well, I would say it was, which I'm sure farming, you know more about it than I do, but I'm sure dealing with infections.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
Well, that's why we give them shots.
Well, you're going to lose a lot of money if that cow dies. So
100%.
You got to make a quick decision whether or not he's going to have to lose an eye.
The cattle market is like crazy right now. And I lost a calf like 2 or 3. Well, no, it's probably been a month and a half ago, and I was like devastated about it.
Yeah. What are they even going for a head now?
Dude, it's nuts. We took 47 steers, I think, 3 or 4 weeks ago to Paris Stockyards. And I think they were average weighting was like 700, and they brought 130,000. 47.
Head. I don't even know what that math is. I can't do math off the top of my head, but I got to see that.
It is nuts.
So 47 cows, and it went for about 130,000.
Yep, 130. I think it's 129 something.
Give me a second here, because math is tough.
2,744.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Thank you, Jamie. We appreciate that, man.
Yeah, Jamie's good at math.
2,000. So they're going 2,000 ahead. I mean, that's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, and it's hard work, man.
Dude, it's hard. It is. It's got its days. It's kind of laid back, but most time, like when I got into it, people are like, "Oh, farming's easy." I'm like, I don't know what the hell is easy to y'all. I don't know what y'all are doing, but it ain't easy what we're doing. So
I think it's the guys that you work with is like you said, they've been doing it 30 years. I'm sure they learned it from their dad or learned it from somebody, and it just comes like riding a bike. But I know I definitely could not do it.
Yeah, I like get freaked out sometimes, dude, because when we work them, some of these cows are crazy. Like, you see a cow in a field, you're just kind of like, oh, it's calm. No. Some of these cows are insane, dude. Like they will hurt your ass.
Have you ever tried to ride one?
I would never try to ride one. They're like bulls, bro. Which, I mean, some of them are bulls, you know, but
I would, which would probably be a terrible decision, but I would definitely try to ride one.
Like, I get mad sometimes, and I wonder, like, in my mind, like, can I truck this fucking cow or not? Like, or will it just sit me on my ass and it'll literally break my shoulder?
I've always wondered, like, which I've always heard this little off subject, but like, if a shark is coming at you, they say to punch it in its snout.
Really?
And then it'll go away. So, like,
how the hell am I going to see it in the water?
How are you going to punch in the water?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the ocean. Like, I'm chilling. Like,
but I'm saying, like, is that the same thing? Like, which obviously a bull's got horns and they're going to drop their head. So, like, do you punch it like in its temple or like, because you got to, I mean, do you just accept getting thrown 15 feet in the air and dying? I mean, well, not dying, but probably breaking a lot of bones.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if they catch you right, there's nothing you can do.
Do you have a gun?
No, not there. I mean, I don't pack
you probably
around the farm.
Well, I think you'd be a little upset if you just started shooting cows.
I'm just losing money everywhere. Let's shoot all of them.
Oh God. I don't know. That's the crazy part. And well, I want to get on this subject a little bit too, because it's been on my brain for a while, is the 100 men versus the one gorilla. So my mindset is like, people are like immediately like, that gorilla would murder 100 guys.
100 guys at once going after it.
But see, like that's where obviously if I'm going 1-on-1 with a gorilla, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, we're getting fucked.
But
up.
like if I take like 50 dudes over here and then 50 dudes back here, and like we attack at the same time, I feel like we're gonna.
I feel like you can get him.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I don't know how many guys survive that.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to be the first couple guys.
Oh no, I'm saying all the way in the back, and then I'm coming in.
Or do we get weapons? So like, can I?
Like, what do we do? Do we choke the gorilla out? Is
but
that
like,
the goal?
can you get your arm around the gorilla? And maybe it's like a bull. Like, how many guys would it take to stop a bull?
Dude, there's no telling.
Like, I mean, obviously, I've seen videos, I've seen movies where they rope the bull and
Dude,
take its
whoever
legs
rides
out.
bulls, they got balls. Is all I can say.
Oh yeah,
They're crazy. They're literally mentally not stable.
no. I mean, you see that. I don't even know what that guy's name is, but he has a documentary on Facebook, and he was one of the best bull riders in the world.
JB Money.
Dude,
Yes.
that's my dog. I
JB
watch him on
Money.
TikTok all the time. He actually retired. Dude, he's broke so much stuff. And the bull that he was on when he was riding his last one, he fell off and broke his neck, and he retired. But the cool thing about that is, like, they said he couldn't run anymore, and he bought the bull, and it's actually at his farm.
That is sick.
Pretty cool. He's a top 5 bull rider like ever. JB Mooney was a dog. I watch him.
What is his net worth for the amount of injuries that he's?
Dude,
Jamie, can you look that up?
I feel like he's on a lot of painkillers.
Like, what is the price of breaking every bone in your body?
I would say nothing. I just think, like I said, you're crazy.
Like, honestly,
7 to 8 million, which I think that's terrible.
not,
7-8 million to literally hardly be able to walk.
To kill yourself.
like
literally.
I
Yeah,
watched him
crazy.
walk, and literally, like I would probably just off myself if that was
Like,
the case.
you know, the dude wakes up and he don't even feel human.
No, I mean he's got to pop so many pills in the morning.
Like, I think he's got rods like on his legs everywhere. He's
And
like broke
then,
his ribs.
like, if that bull broke my neck, I'm probably gonna break that bull's neck. Let's be honest.
The crazy thing about it, the dude got up and walked off. He broke his neck and got up and walked off to the ambulance.
I couldn't imagine the amount of adrenaline
Oh,
that it
dude.
would have to take.
And he knew he broke it. Like, in the interview, he's like, I broke my neck. He told them that and just got in the ambulance. And the ambulance people, you know, you have a neck injury, they're all like freaking out, like, don't move, da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, yeah, just get me in the ambulance. Let's go to the ambulance.
Could you imagine fighting that guy?
I don't want to fight him. And he's small.
Yeah.
He's a little dude. He'd kill me probably.
I just, like, you punch him in the face, and he's like, I've had worse. I've literally broke my neck off of a bull.
That ain't nothing.
No,
buddy.
that's nothing. You're just a big pussy is what you are.
So I was going to talk about something too. The traffic downtown. How do we feel about it?
Well, that's gotten better. It's the traffic on the interstate that is driving me nuts. But we're going to talk about those guys are hardworking, but it's took us, 3 years for us to have freshly blacktopped roads downtown.
And like now we have new sidewalks.
Yeah, new sidewalks, and we're not even going to use them for court day.
Do you remember the big job with the water company and the people came in and they had that big bid and they were supposed to fix all the water piping? And then
Yes.
like, I know those guys. I actually worked with them at Messer Construction.
Was it water or was it sewer?
So I don't
know.
It was a huge job.
a huge
and they
job.
just like one day up and left, like just quit the job and didn't finish nothing.
There was a sewer line on Main Street. I think that's what you all are talking about.
Yeah.
There was a sewer line on Main Street where they ran it from like the fall of the sewer line was going the complete opposite way of the way it should have done.
Oh, so
And
they
ran
messed it all up.
It was
Yeah,
back,
they
it
ran like
backfalling.
they ran like 80 foot of it or something. I don't know
And
exactly.
it's like what, 8 inch, 10 inch? I mean,
8 inch.
it's huge.
yeah,
It's a lot of money wasted.
That's a big fuck up. So
that probably just what put them in the casket.
yeah,
They're
They're
just like,
like,
yeah, we're leaving.
we hired some idiots and we're getting them out of here. But like the roads are good now, but I don't come downtown. I live on the opposite side, past Crystals.
I'm always downtown.
Yeah, you got nice trucks. So I would probably be riding a moped through town if it was.
Well, that's not reason to get to the farm. I got to go
Oh,
through
yeah,
town.
that is. I
Or I
completely-
can take the interstate, but I just pick and choose. But the traffic control people, I don't know what's going on right now downtown, but it's like there's like 98,000 cones, and these guys are just standing there on their phone trying to direct traffic.
I drive to Lexington there every morning.
Most of the work that's being done is gas work.
Gas work.
Yeah, they're doing all the
On
gas.
the interstate?
No, not on the interstate, but
was like,
downtown.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I wish they'd hurry up.
Yeah. How much gas do we need? Like, is it, they're saying like the main gas line?
Well, Columbia Gas, they have a thing where what I was told was they have a thing that they're supposed to update the lines after so long. You got to change them out because they're so old. It's just preventative maintenance, I guess.
Which I heard was, not to get off subject with that, with the gas, but like I heard whenever they did it, the original sewer line you were talking about, they literally said it was from like 1920 before they updated it. It was like 1940 somewhere.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We've been washing our ass with that for a while. There's so, like, being a plumber, like there's a lot of things that people don't understand. Like, if I could preach anything to anybody, is to get, if you can afford it, is to get a whole house filter and filter that water every time, because you're taking baths with so many chemicals. You wonder why you get rashes or your kids get rashes.
Everybody gets cancer.
The water, yeah. I mean, that's 100% a fact. The water quality is terrible.
There was actually the gas company. I think there is Columbia Gas in Powell County.
I think it's Delta.
Delta. So it's like right next to like houses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they had like some lawsuit or somebody was going to sue. Like all these people next to that gas company got cancer. It's pretty crazy.
They had to get a big payout, which obviously you're going to want a family member alive more than you do want $1 million.
Yeah, 100%.
But, you know, which I don't know a lot of facts. This is a little different, but like the Rumpke expansion, like there's got to be some kind of environmental problem there if we expand, because like we're not just taking trash from Montgomery County, we're taking it from multiple different counties.
Did you know one time, this is not with the landfill, but I got a call. A guy asked me to put in a water heater. I was like, sure, man, you know, that's no big deal. I mean, I'm not a licensed plumber. I know how to do it, you know, where I did maintenance. And I got there and installed it for him and everything. And he slips like $120 in my pocket. I'm like, I just look at it. He's like, is it, are we good? I was like, sure. I got paid $120 to put in a full water heater.
Oh, yeah. And well, that's a subject that people have got to understand, because like they look at tradesmen, what we were talking about earlier, is like we're screwing them, but people don't take into account that to run a business, you gotta have insurance. You gotta have the guys, you gotta be paying the guys, whether that's between $20, $30, $40 an hour. You gotta pay for their tools. There's so many different variables.
Pay for whatever, the equipment.
Well, plus the equipment, because obviously no normal homeowner is going to have a copper press tool, because, you know.
Aren't those like $3,000?
Oh, they're expensive.
Yeah.
But totally worth their weight in gold. I can tell me homes that I've been in where they're like, I want copper back in my house.
And then you give them the bill, and they're like, God, Lane,
oh, yeah,
this is crazy.
Yeah, they're like, I could have done it myself. Well, why didn't you do it yourself, first of all? People think, and don't get me wrong, like there is companies out there that charge an arm and a leg, but that's why I recommend getting multiple quotes from different avenues. It's it blows my mind, though, is like I can't tell me jobs that I've done that I get finished with the work and they're like, oh, well, I thought that would take you longer than that. You're not paying me for it's going to take me 4 hours. You're paying me for my experience, and if I get it done in an hour, you should be happy.
Yes.
Like they're thinking you should get a discount just for
because you got it done quick.
Oh yeah. Well, you said it was going to take 4. You did it for 1 hour. Like no, it's a flat rate. I say it's going to be X amount of dollars, and that's what it's going to be, regardless if it takes me 30 minutes or it takes me 5 hours. That's what the rate. Because I mean, would they expect me to charge more if I say, you know, oh well, that took me 6 hours, but I said it would take me 4, so I'm gonna have to upcharge you an extra whatever $125 an hour.
Have you ever had someone like to refuse to pay you?
Well, recently I will say that I had a experience with a guy. I went in his house, and I'm always honest with the customers. And don't do this if you're a customer. I get where you're coming from, but most of these companies charge a flat rate. I went in and looked at this water heater. This water heater was outdated. I told the customer it was leaking, busting out of the seams, and I said, this needs to be replaced. And he was like, well, can you give me a quote? And I said, well, I can go ahead and tell you the price because we charge a flat rate. It doesn't matter what it is. The quote was honestly, I mean, it's a little high, but like I said, there's a lot of different variables that go in
With the price.
With the price. But I gave him this quote and ended up, and I told him where he wanted to know where I was getting the water heater from.
Like
of course. Well, he just wanted to know what brand. So
Okay.
like Lowe's is A.O. Smith.
Yeah, I've used a lot
Plumber
of those.
Supply, and in Lexington it's Lock and Var, which I like a Lock and Var because they're made in Tennessee.
I like the A.O. Smiths when I used to do that because they were so small.
Oh yeah,
So I got the low boys to put in the apartments, but like they were like 30-gallon water heaters, but to me they were like tiny. Like they fit perfect because the people I worked for, they didn't know how to. Whoever did the engineering, they were retarded. Like I had like 2 inches of space to work every day. So
I've seen plenty of those water heaters.
yeah, you've seen them.
But whenever I went to the supply house to pick it up because obviously I'm not going to carry a damn water heater in the back of my truck, not knowing that it's busted. So I ended up he ends up getting on the website and says, well, this water heater's $600. And he was like, you're going to charge me $2,500? And I was like, and he was like, can I get a detailed breakdown? And that's his first mistake. It's either, what's it going to cost me? And I was like, it's either going to be $2,500 or it's going to be $0 because I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I mean, he could go get it.
He can go get it and install it, and more power to you. But like you're paying for somebody's experience, and not saying every experience is great because there's a lot of people that get in the trades that have no clue what they're doing.
Yeah, they just lie about everything.
Oh, they lie about everything. I've worked with plenty of them. They're like, oh, I can do anything you tell me to do. And then you go back and look at their work and you're like, was this guy on Xanax? Was he messed up?
So I got a dog today.
You did.
Yes, my exotic bully. I've been waiting for him for like 3 months, bro.
It's you said it's a bully?
Yeah, it's exotic bully. So it's like very rare.
Very
breed.
rare. Is those the ones that like have the stubby legs that look muscular?
Yeah, they get jacked with the big head. Yeah, it was an expensive ass dog, man.
I know that's not a cheap dog. And I remember you did talk about it quite a bit.
I've always wanted one.
Yeah. But I don't know what Annie's going to think about it, though.
Well, right now, my wife was like griping, like, I'm going to leave you. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. If you get this dog, da-da-da. As soon as I got it, man, she was holding it. I think the kids love it.
Well, see, I'm your wife in the scenario is like I'm an animal person. You are too. As soon as like we recently got a dash hound or a wiener dog, and it was my wife proceeded to tell me that it was $200. So I went around. I mean, it probably 3-4 months went by, and then my son's in the back seat, and she's like, I'm gonna tell, and I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, well, mommy paid $900 for this dog, and I was like, do what? And I said, because of course you have a banking app, you check your stuff, and I was like, well, I didn't see no transaction or nothing. She's like, oh, well, that was through my Cash App, and I was so mad. But like once I knew, like she knew that I would love the dog.
Yeah.
I tried for months to hate this dog, but like it was so cute. I love it. Now I will say this as a dog or animal owner is the worst part is having them as a baby.
Yes.
Because potty
So much
training
work.
them, doing all that. Now when they get a little bit bigger, maybe that's like a child. Is like I mean, I don't think the fun part is changing the baby's shitty diaper. All the
and
time.
it crying.
And it crying 24/7.
Yeah. Those are the hard months.
Yeah. But when you get to the fun part, and the thing about it is if I had the money, I would probably get a trainer because I literally don't have the patience to train a dog.
I'm trying already.
Yeah, it's a lot of commitment for sure. What is our next thing that we're going to move on to though? I don't want to get off subject. Is there anything that you want to talk about that's been on your mind lately? Oh, the parks.
Parks and
you want
Rec.
to talk about the youth?
Yeah, so I got a phone call the other day from one of my buddies. He coaches his son. I think he's like 9 or 10 or 7. So they've had like 3 or 4 games, and they still haven't got their hats and jerseys. I was like, you mean to tell me you ain't got your hats and jerseys, and you're in like game 4? He's like, no, we're wearing like random hats. I think the kids might have their jerseys, but the coaches don't. So he's like wearing a red shirt, because it's whatever team. And then I was like, man, that's crazy. You know, everyone's paying all this money and not getting your equipment in time is kind of like, wow, you know. I mean, I don't know who that falls on.
Well, we talked a little bit about it before the podcast. They always use the excuse of that it's a third party, that it's not their fault that they didn't, you know. But like to me, it's like if you're struggling to get jerseys, order them a month in advance, order them 2 months in advance. Now I get the point of like you don't know how many kids, but like we've been having Parks and Rec for a while as far as baseball. Like you should have a good amount of, you know, a known fact of how many jerseys you need to get.
You should be prepared.
A round number.
Also, one thing, the difference is the quality of the jerseys. You're spending $65 for your kid to play.
Well, it went up, didn't it?
Yeah.
What was it, 45?
40 or 45 bucks.
So it's 65 for even coach pitch and all that.
Yeah, and then the jerseys were actual Nike brand. The coaches and stuff didn't get shirts, but at that point, it would be worth it to have nice jerseys for the kids. But yeah, that was one of my biggest qualms with it.
No, I agree with you.
So you're not getting the Nike shirt.
No, but like, what is that? What is that extra?
It has the team name on it and the color of the team. That's it.
That's what our T-balls is.
Yeah, that's literally
but
whatever
imagine
the
that
T-ball.
being the older. Remember when we were in school?
Dude,
we
like,
all remember.
We had like the actual logo.
You were the Athletics.
Yeah,
I was like the
A's.
Yankees, you know, and they actually had the. I don't understand it, especially if like now the Parks and Rec, are they associated with Little League?
No, not
Really?
anymore.
Is it?
So
It's not Cal Ripken or nothing. Is it?
Not from what I know.
Because I mean, for years it was Cal Ripken.
It was associated with Little League, but now it's just Montgomery County Parks and Rec, from what I know.
Yeah, I think you're right, because I remember playing back in the day, and we had like all-star teams. We were traveling and playing places and playing other counties. I don't think they do anything like that anymore.
No, well, we don't even have an older league anymore. Like
Travel ball has taken over.
Yeah.
Yes, and I, in my opinion, my kid, my 9-year-old, he doesn't play rec. I feel like it's a waste of time. I just let him play travel. My littlest son, he's T-ball. He's going to play rec until he can play travel. But in my opinion, when he moves to travel, I'm done with the rec. It's just there's a whole lot of variables there. You got a lot of people that. Some good coaches, but then you also got a lot of people that don't even know what they're doing, and they're trying to teach these kids.
Well, my biggest problem is, and I think a lot of us, and I hate to sound like an old man, but whenever we play Parks and Rec, it was competitive because what were we trying to win?
The playoffs.
The playoffs. We were trying to win the championship, and then if you get sixth place now, you get the same medal as the guy that got first place.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember like we were on the field at like 9, 10 o'clock at night. They don't do that anymore, I don't think.
No, I think the lights shut off at a specific time every night.
I remember playing, dude. It was like 10 o'clock at night on a Thursday night, Friday, dude.
The games are at later times than
They
were the last couple of years.
So are they staying on a little bit later?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. And like I said, I'm not knocking. That's a previous experience. Now there's things that we can work on, but these are things that we could talk about, or at least communicating with the parents and saying, I'm sure they didn't give no kids or no parents a heads up. Hey, we're not going to have jerseys in on time. Did they say anything like that?
They literally got the jerseys the day before games started.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The coaches picked the jerseys up on Friday, and the games were Saturday.
Well, that was like the MCYB. You know, I coached that, 3 years.
Yeah, you've coached that a lot. Your son.
But they did the same thing. It was the day of our game. They were saying that our jerseys were supposed to get there. Happened 2 years in a row, and I'm having to go and find where these jerseys are. And the guy that's running it, I'm not going to say any names.
Yeah,
but it is not. He even told me, like, we played at Northview. That's where my kid goes to school. But before that year, so we play on 10 foot, and so there's little kids. And so they play on like 8 foot. Well, one of the goals was broke for an entire year, so we couldn't even play a home game. But the thing
at
about
Northview,
at Northview was
so
brand new
tax
gym.
dollars. You're just
Well, they said that they have to write to the state, and then they have to get it approved and get the funds to come and fix it.
that takes a whole year.
Exactly. But like that's where like I think that's where we're messing up. Is it starts at such a young age, whether that's football or that's basketball, football, soccer, baseball, even like, which I don't really like. I didn't play tennis, I didn't play golf, but it starts at a young age that we've got to learn that like these are the most important times. Like I'm sure your son, my son, would definitely play in the Parks and Rec if it was organized, it was competitive. Maybe kids that are playing travel ball will be like, you know what, like, because you go to Lexington, they've got city leagues, and the kids that play travel ball play city leagues.
Yes.
And then what do you develop into? You develop to an all-star team. But the all-star teams that are around our communities are straight mommy and daddy. They're not picking the best player. They're picking the one that has the most money in their hand or most money in their pocket.
Or
who they know,
is,
you know, and then you take a kid that can't afford to, because you know how it is. Travel ball's not cheap.
Dude, it is very expensive, and it's a commitment, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like cheerleading, too. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. And that's another thing, too, is your wife, her new, what is it called?
So we've got a new gym coming up. Actually, we've hit ground. It's been a process. So I'm pretty sure it's Unrivaled Athletics. I hope that's right. So yeah, we broke ground on the building. It's where we're going to have a cheer gym. We're rolling. We're trying to get everything started. We're going to have a full court basketball gym in the building, the cheerleading gym, baseball cages that are going to come down, pitching machines. It's going to be a really big building. I don't remember the measurements on the top of my head. It's a really big project, but to me, I think it really will help the youth around here. And it's kind of one of them things like, hey, nobody can tell us what we can do and not do. We're going to do the right things and help the kid. From what I understand, the superintendent up here don't even let the kids in the gym anymore.
The old superintendent.
Superintendent. Yeah, he's retiring or whatever.
Yes.
There, I want them to have a place to be able to get better, to grow, to do things, to do it the right way.
What did we have growing up? Like they created Swing Away.
Yes.
It was all right.
Yeah,
it's small. But like whenever we talked about it before, is like not making it just one dimensional.
Yes.
And like you're going to be, you know, like you said, basketball courts. You're going to have cheerleading. You're going to have batting cages.
Yes.
But there's going to be other people that can rent this gym out.
Yeah.
And that's which I don't know if a lot of people know, which I know it might be associated with that church that's close by your house. But there's a field back there.
Yes.
Is it overgrown?
No, the baseball field?
The baseball field back there.
Actually, I think Mason Hatton rents that, or
he rents got
permission.
Okay.
And he's actually been working on it
that's
for his
good.
Infernos team.
Yeah, that's
so they
good.
do use that baseball
That's great,
field.
because I remember a couple of years ago when I used to umpire, they had tournaments back there.
Yeah.
I
think
kids.
they've done a lot of work to that.
Yeah,
field.
and that's great, because like I think in the community we've got to utilize. I've said it for years, and which you've got a great head start on it. But we need something similar to how the rec is in Moorhead. Which obviously I'm not expecting you to put Olympic sized pools and the weight gym, but like this just popped into my head. Is what's preventing us? What I've heard for years is, so we've got, which it's under new management. We've got the Downtown Athletic Club. So like the whole reason that like this never came, like we never got a YMCA, we never got any of this, which I'm glad you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah, it's kind of going to be like a
miniature. They didn't want to create and be like, well, we're going to run out of business. But to me, it's like you go to the athletic club. I've heard it's between $40 and $50 to
be a member.
Get a member. But like, what kid? Like, remember back in the day, you could walk in with $5 cash and just go that day.
And go, yeah. They don't do that now.
They don't do that. I mean, I don't know if they do, but like, and I get that they're running a business as well. But like, we don't have anywhere for our youth to go.
No, because it's all controlled.
It's all controlled. You've got like, just like hell, you talked about last year was the parks. There's a guy that gets the parks, right, or the fields.
Yeah, he rents them on
and he rents them
Saturday.
out. So like, and I get it, like he beats the punch, but he has to have a tie with somebody to get those fields.
And you know what those fields are for? Travel ball kids.
Yeah. And they're charging what, $10, $15 to get in?
And he makes it 2 days, which is smart because he gets admissions both days.
Yes.
But I mean, that's the thing.
That's money that we're losing from the community.
Yeah. 100%.
Is like, why not give the community, let the youth football 1 week control the admissions. And that could help with football pass.
The equipment and all of that. Because I remember that was like a big thing starting up, which I'm glad they got the youth football back.
Yeah.
I don't agree with some things, but
yeah,
I'm glad it's back at least because we didn't have anything. I remember us playing junior pro, dude, and it was It was awesome.
Yeah, no, junior pro was fantastic. We had 2 different teams, and like we had the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors were great.
There was one time it was like the Seminoles. We had the Seminoles, and it was like we had 2 teams for each age group, and like that was a pride to be on that, and like that, which I don't know what association that was, but like what do we got now? Like now it's pretty much travel. It's pretty much travel.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of travel football as far as I know around here for kids.
Well, they travel to different counties, right? Like
I guess that's what they're doing.
But like we were playing, like there were some weeks that we would play in Round County. Do you remember that kid from Round County that he was like my size now and could run a 4.5?
Well, I forgot his name, dude, but we thought he was going to the NFL.
I don't know.
He ended up getting hurt.
Now thinking about it, it was kind of fucked up because like I feel like that kid was 18 years old.
Then I feel like I think his name was Keontae.
Yeah, Keontae something. Because like something. Lance was always our fastest guy.
Yeah, we always thought he was.
He was my
NFL.
size outrunning Lance, and Lance ran like a 4.4. Yeah. Like
quick as could be.
It was absolutely ridiculous.
We never caught him. He'd get the ball and just standing
and you couldn't tackle him either.
No, dude.
He was a grown man. Like even if you caught him, he's dragging 3 kids down the field. And I was a bigger kid, and like it was intimidating. And I was like, dude, I don't want to play this kid.
I didn't either.
No,
dude.
I was like, can we go home?
They'd be like, oh, get on defense. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. You just
I want to tackle this tree truck
kid.
kid.
No. Well, well, there is another thing that which I took we posted on there today that I was going to take one of somebody's comment as far as like their concerns and stuff like that. But anonymously, it says, what barriers are preventing people in our community from using parks and recreation programs? And what specific changes would make them feel welcome, able, and excited to participate? I think what he's asking is, how can we bring everybody together? That is because he's saying preventing people in our community from using park and recreation programs. Is it because the parks and rec programs are going downhill? How can we get back to what we talked about? And this is your opinion, you know what I mean? Like things that, when I want to hear from other people too that watch the podcast.
100%. To me, it's been going on for so long now. I just feel in my heart, it's never going back to what it was.
I agree with that.
I just don't think it is. I think there's way too many chiefs and, trying to do this, and we got these ideas and he's got this idea, and nobody wants to just make it simple. It's really not that hard. You could make this simple.
Well, and not to stop you there, but with the hire of Joe Cherico up there, obviously my nephew is on the football team, but what he did and what they've done with the flag football,
I've seen pictures. It looks awesome.
They made it completely free, and and anybody can go up there. It's not just like a locked roster. Is if your kid, if you want to bring him up there Sunday, they said when the first day they had 300 kids.
You can't beat that. Speaking of, did you know, I seen this today, KHSAA is having girls flag football next year, starting in schools. I think that's actually really cool.
So schools, that's going to be legitimate.
Legitimate established sport.
Because I remember when it was a little bit older, but they used to have powder puff football.
Yeah, and it would always be in the newspaper and stuff.
I mean, that's cool. I'm all for, like, I'm for every sport, is because we learned a lot of life lessons playing sports. Which obviously, like, I think that helped our friendship a lot, because I wouldn't meet half the people that I know if I didn't play baseball, if I didn't play. And even if your kid doesn't like sport, it's about building the community and getting behind it. If you play in the band, whatever it is.
Even e-gaming. Like, I think Montgomery County goes to the state
bass
like
fishing,
every year. Bass fishing.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, what was the big thing in school, and which we were always good at, but nobody was mock trial.
Yes.
Was mock trial.
Speaking of, did you know that they are taking away the ag program up here at the high school?
Yeah, I haven't read much into that, but
That's
from
crazy.
what I took about it is they said it's a paid program.
Yes.
Does the parents have to pay for it? Because it's not technically, they let go some teachers, right?
Yes,
but they knocked it down, but it's still available, but you got to pay out of pocket to go to that.
Is that what it is?
I believe that's what it is. But still is ridiculous. It's still ridiculous because it's a government, you know what I mean? Like, it's a state. Like, I get not a lot of kids are interested, but like, this is the path that we're going down.
Yes.
It's just like I talked about trade school. We're losing we're losing ag, like you said, we're losing farmers.
Yep.
Who's going to raise our cattle? Who's going to grow our crops? Who's going to fix our plumbing? Who's going to fix our electric? Who's going to be our carpenter? Who's going to build your house?
And I don't know. They used to have the mechanic shop. Remember when we were in
Yes.
school? I don't know if they even have that anymore. I don't want to say if they do or don't.
Who was it? It was Jeff McCarty that ran that, and then somebody else. Well, Jeff did the carpentry.
Yes.
There was somebody else
There was an
that,
older gentleman, I think.
but he did it for years.
Yes.
For years. And like that's certain programs, and like I guess we can go on for days, but it comes down to it. It's like, what are we doing to advance and make the community better?
And that's the thing, too. We go to school. What do they always say? You got to go to college. You go to college.
Well,
get
they
a
preached it
degree.
for years.
And all that college is this right here, dude. It's money.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it is.
Well, just specifically, it's by marriage, but, he's a lawyer now, and don't get me wrong, he's going to make great money, but he is in debt to his eyeballs.
yeah, like over what a house would cost, probably.
And you think about it, like a lot of kids don't have the money unless you're extremely smart and try in school, which I want every kid to do. But to me, school, it's not useless. But the thing about it is I think that at a certain point it should be, because there's going to be kids that just don't like school.
Like
just
me, I hated school.
I hated school.
Literally hated
I literally, if it wasn't for sports, I
would have never graduated.
I would have never graduated. I would have never kept my grades up.
I'd have been in trouble all the time.
But like, there's got to be a fine line. Is at some point, and I think it needs to be their freshman year, and that's a tough decision. But try to figure out, what do you want to try? Because like, I feel like I was never asked that question as a young kid. Is like, what do you want to do when you graduate?
And they don't prepare you for the real world,
No.
in my opinion. You're not getting. We don't talk about income, the debt ratio,
Or how to
writing
balance a checkbook.
Yeah, nothing. It's just all about, hey, do this pie symmetrical shit. It's like that's not going to teach you anything in life.
No.
Like,
I can't tell you times that I've used any type of math that I learned in school besides basic math.
Yes, I don't. Literally, basic.
Which don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm a plumber, so there's a lot of measuring that goes in and learning angles and all that. But at the same time, I feel like that you could be self-taught. Like you don't need a calculator to do that.
The only thing that really interests me in school was like social studies. I like.
I liked history
because I loved history because like the Holocaust and stuff.
Yeah.
I was so interested in that.
You're into
stuff.
the Holocaust?
I was very interested. What's his name was my teacher. What is his name? He was the principal. He just retired. Super nice dude.
Oh, Mr. Donaldson.
Yes, Mr. Donaldson.
Mr. Donaldson.
Dude, he was so good
great.
at social
And you talk
studies.
about a sports fanatic, is that man that loves collecting baseball cards.
He loves the Reds, too.
That's just like Chip Manley. Chip Manley loves sports, and I just feel like that's also another thing that is going down is like we're losing really good teachers.
Yes.
We're losing them on. I think Thornsburg's still up there, though.
Is he?
You remember he still does.
Dude, we've been graduated forever, dude.
It's
And,
in
I was
2013. Hell, it's 13 years.
I was talking
God.
to a police officer that was at the school. I seen him at a public place, and he said he actually retired. He said, Hobie, you would be amazed how much it's changed since you've left school. He actually arrested my dad one time, too.
Yeah, I believe that. I think he's had a run-in with every officer. Yeah, dude. Which I don't know how much time we got, but the funny story. I want to tell a story about when we were down in Cocoa Beach, and then my dad and your dad
got into it.
My dad tells me the funniest story, and I die laughing every time because obviously everybody knew that Hobart liked to have a good time. He liked to drink. And so my dad, you had I think it was the Bumblebee, maybe.
No, I actually had the white and red.
The white and red one.
So they drove it down there.
Yeah, we drove down there in the bus, but so of course your dad was like, Johnny, you can go with me as long as you drive. And so they drive down there, and of course it's the first night, and so my dad proceeded to tell me that your dad came in one night. I guess he had been at the bar down there at the hotel.
Yeah.
Said he walked in and said that he doesn't go in the bathroom. He said he went to where the corner chair is and lifted the cushion up and then pissed it plumb full.
And I guarantee you
got completely done, shut the pillow down, and then my dad just sitting there like staring at him, and then he lays back down.
Guarantee you that
dude,
it's true.
it was the funniest thing I've ever heard, and like that was just who Hobart was.
Yeah.
And then of course we all know what happened.
Yeah, they started fighting.
Yeah, me and you came outside. We were because like you were staying in a different room.
You actually found like pot in my room.
Yeah, I
the first
remember
night.
I remember telling you that. That was supposed to be a nice trip, and that was a hellhole.
Dude, we played in that arena. That
It was
just
like it was the old it was an old MLB like spring training facility, and it was nothing. It looked like the Sandlot.
It was horrible. And then the next day after they got in a fight, my dad like threw away Johnny's clothes.
No, dude. I remember being on that railing on that because that hotel was trash too.
Yeah, it was awful.
But I remember just coming out and like my dad's got your dad in a chokehold hanging him over the rail. And then like we're like 16, dude,
Yeah.
and like you're like Jordy, I want to kick your ass, and I said kick my ass. I said kick his ass. I was like I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah, because I was just like, when I get mad, I'm just crazy.
Oh, dude, it was funny as hell, and like of course we know, obviously made up after that.
Yeah.
But this is a crazy stuff that we've endured in our childhood. It cracks me up because everybody knows your dad, everybody knows my dad. You know what I mean? Like. We always knew Hobart knew how to have a good time, but I don't know. Like, oh God, I'm trying to think of the next subject that we're going to go to.
Oh, hell, we could talk all day. I feel like we talk. I mean, to me, I feel like we've covered quite a bit. What
We definitely have. I don't know if there's anything that's that's came up on my mind really. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm lost for words.
Hey, I just appreciate the support. Like I said, I think we've had over like 40 subscribers on YouTube and almost 1,000 views for our last episode.
And it's been great, and and just which we've had people reach out, and and I get it, but we're gonna make it where you can DM us on our Facebook page. So that way we're gonna be your voice again, and if you feel like that you want to come on the show and talk, we're going to talk to everybody, every avenue of this community, and honestly get your own opinion. If we talked about the debate, and like I said, I don't get into politics,
me either.
but hell, if Dave Charles wants to get on here, if Shannon Denniston wants to get on here, like I'll just ask them because we're just basic Joe Schmoes.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I work a normal job, you work a normal job, and that's what I want to build is because I feel like we talked about it before. Is bringing stuff to light.
Yes.
And because I don't want no lies, because it's easy to just post on Facebook and type something that you got from ChatGPT or whatever, Google Gemini, whatever it is.
I don't even know how to use that shit.
The only time I know how to do it is honestly I'll be at work and I'll look a serial number up just to find out how old the water heater is.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really. That's what I want at the end of the day is just like we're having right here, which I know. It might be a little tense at first whenever we're talking to other people because we're not the type that gets on video.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to, I want to live my life to the fullest, and I want to give everybody a chance to speak up and be heard because a lot of people's voices their concerns and nothing happens.
So we're going to try to fix that.
But hopefully this will be posted first thing Friday morning. We're going to get it out. And like I said, again, if you could, once we post the video, please like, subscribe, and share it, and also give us your thoughts. But we definitely appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching.
Let the truth show. 'Cause we gonna clear the air. Clear the air. Sit down with Hobie and Jordy. Let's clear the air.